goodness, we bring after each show, we have special guests to come in, psychologists, people that deal with homelessness, Durham Crisis Center, and they set up tables and answer questions for the audience after each production.
Well, and could you give the folks the dates of the production as well, and maybe share a little bit more about your own history? Because I know there are even people that are speculating about what you have in your future and everything. Because definitely folks know you as being a professor both at Central as well as having taught on the high school level, and there's some folks that may be trying to get you to do other things. So if you'll share a little bit about your own history for those that are listening that may not know as much about you as I do.
Okay. Well, the production will go up at the Carborough Arts Center. It's October 24th. That's a Thursday. Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And that's when we'll do our production of Going Homeless. I'm also working on 2 short films at the moment, which we'll be starting shooting next month. And matter of fact, we're going to have auditions at the Hayti Cultural Arts Center, and that'll be Friday from 6 to 8. And so those are 2 movies that we're doing. One is called Running Back, and the other one is called Chapila. And so that's what we're working on now.
And what are those 2 movies about?
Running Back is the brainchild of Alex Jackson with Jackson Life Productions. And that film is about sort of like a Sankofa piece, about this guy going through the rites of passages through the African-American timeline, stopping in places like slavery, civil rights, and Black Lives Matter. So just taking that voyage as an African, seeing what's happening to African-American people through this voyage. So that's Running Back.
And the other one?
To Peel or Not to Peel. It's a comedy. It's about this girl who has the worst day of her life, and she's just really out of it, and she doesn't know if she's going to take pills or not to calm her down or whatever. And this guy, she has a flat tire on this worst day of her life, and she's changing this tire in the rain, and she's trying to get someone to come help her, lay somebody, and nobody's available. And then this guy pulls up, and he's sort of like an angel figure, and he helps her and tells her positive things about life and how she should, enjoy life, the good and the bad. And he changes her tire and saying he's with AAA, but AAA said they never sent anyone out. So it's kind of like a feel-good movie.
Oh, both of those sound like wonderful movies, and who knows, you might have to audition Carly. She is a well-known actress here in the area, so maybe Carly will have to audition for one of those roles, particularly the one with the lady and everything. I don't know if you have any that fit in her age range and everything, but you'll have to say what the age ranges are that you're looking for. But Carly is definitely a well-known actress here in the community.
Oh, yeah, we're looking for all types and all types. We'd definitely love to have her come out and come to the audition Friday at Hayti from 6 to 8.
So if Carly can make it over there,
I will check that out if I'm not knee deep in Lisa Simone concert details. But
Right.
if I don't audition, I'll definitely come support. I would love to see it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, she is a big advocate of supporting the arts as well, and I know that sometimes even if she's not in production, she will come out and support those that have done other productions as well. So she's definitely one of those folks that doesn't just do her own artwork, but she's actually, like myself, one that goes out and supports others as well. So, Irvin, real quick, and then I definitely want to get time to get that song on from Flora Sue as well, but share a little bit about how you first got involved in acting, because like I said, I've known you since you were a young person, and you've had a long career in acting, but what is it that drew you into the acting career, not just the activism part of it, but just acting in general?
I think I had this very early in life, probably about middle school, where I started the theater program at Brockton Junior High. And we performed our first play, which I directed as a student, called the Doggy in the Window. So ever since then, I've been hooked on, theater and how it can change people's lives. And I guess that's why I do it. because I just really like to see people see themselves in different characters that people portray. Yep, so that's where it all started, and then on to high school, and then college at North Carolina Central University, and straight on to today.
Yeah, so you're still doing some wonderful work in the community. There's no doubt about that, and I'm hoping that folks will check out the production. Do you have a Facebook page or a website that folks can know about if they didn't catch that information when you were making that announcement earlier, that they can find out more about the show and more about what you're doing just in general?
Yep. You can find us at truedreams.us. You can also call us at 919-408-1174. And also we're on Facebook and Instagram, Official True Dreams.
Definitely. So hopefully folks will join those conversations and things of that nature. And Jenny, if you're still on the line, I don't know whether you have folks that are going to want to travel all the way down from Asheville to audition or to come and check out some of the things in Raleigh, but I'm sure that they would not mind if you want to travel that far down to do some of the things that you're involved in both the Triangle, and even Dean might even have you come up to the New Jersey area.
Sounds fun to me.
Sounds like she's open to that possibility. Before we get off, and I think we've got about another 8 minutes or so, definitely I want to hear a little bit more of what Laura Sue is about with the folk song. You have a song that's about dating, and it's advice that you give to, I guess, teenagers that are dating and everything. You want to share a little bit about what that song is about?
Oh, dating tips for teens?
Yes.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Boy, I wish I had a good recording of that song to share with you. That was a song I wrote. A friend of mine, his girlfriend broke up with him, and it just is a song that came out of that. It's kind of like a retro 50s kind of song. And again, it's a very fun song about a sad subject. The basic advice that I'm giving him in this song is, don't sit home by the phone waiting for this person to call you. Go out and, have some fun, take care of yourself, go out in nature, get some sun, except said in a very sort of rhythmic, lyrical kind of way. That's a song I'm actually still intending to record one of these days. I used to play it a lot, still playing it, and need to get that song out into the world. That's one of my favorite songs that I've written.
Yeah, because that was one of them that you sent us down. So would you prefer that one, or would you prefer to hear Ugly Duckling? Because I also have Ugly Duckling as well.
Oh, or you're talking about Against the Law, I think, not dating tips for teens. You're talking about Against the Law. I don't know. Tell me which one you prefer, and I'll tell you about the song. Against the Law is a gay rights rock song that is based on some actual experiences that I had in my life, and also experiences of others. And again, it's a sort of a fun, up-tempo song about something that's not so fun. And Ugly Duckling is an instrumental, a Latin jazz song melody that came to me, and I wrote the song, and then after I wrote it, I couldn't think of a name, so I played it for friends, and one of my friends gave me that name, and that's the perfect name because it's really about that story of, thinking that you're not worthwhile, and over time coming to have some self-confidence and believe in yourself and realize that you're really a beautiful swan and not an ugly duckling that so many of us experience, so many of us have. So,
we like to talk about different social issues, so let's go with Against the Law.
Okay. And if I could just say maybe one more thing about that, I mean, that song was in part based on my personal experiences, but my politics around that issue, really, it's not about me. To me, gay rights, women's rights, all that, it's civil rights, and it doesn't matter what my personal situation is. But, everybody deserves the right to love who you love. And, that's a human rights, a civil rights issue. So it really doesn't matter, It's not about who I want to sleep with. Personally, this is about everybody to me, this issue.
Definitely. So, Dean, drop Against the Law, and then I might have time for a roundtable quick response to just a general thing, depending on how long the song lasts. But if you could, hit Against the Law.
We got 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Here it is.
I really want to ask you for a date. When you smile at me, I feel just great. Just one little thing that makes me hesitate. Something that I heard about the laws of this fine state. Did you know that you could be arrested just for loving somebody who looks a lot like you? And did you know that your rights could be contested just for holding the hand of the person that you're closest to? Even though you know I'm interested, I wanna love you, but it's against the law. I wanna love you, but you know it's against the law. I was walking down the street with my friend just the other day. Just the other. When some big jerk had the nerve to intrude on our space. He called us faggots, called us dykes, and he did his best to ruin our days. We told him where to go, and we even pointed out the way. Complained to the cops, you know they just laughed in your face. I wanna love you, but it's against the law. I wanna love you, but you know it's against the law. I wanna love you, but sometimes I get scared. I wanna love you, but I don't feel prepared. So much hatred in the world today makes it difficult to be gay. Those people on top keep trying to keep us down. Keep trying. They just want us to pretend that we're not around. Well, I don't take to being told what I should do. And I believe we've got the power to make our dreams come true. We gotta change the statutes and the attitude. I wanna love you, but it's against the law. I wanna love you even though it's against the law. I wanna love you, but it's against the law. I wanna love you, but you know it's against the law. Against the law. Don't you know it's against the law? It's against the law. Being gay is against the law. It's against the law.
Not to
And that
speak for
brought
our
us down to
ancestors,
1
but
minute,
I think
bro.
that probably Nina and even Lisa Simone could relate to that song in the sense of it being an activist song. What do you think, Carly?
Yeah, I definitely think she could definitely relate to that, to the words of that song for sure, of wanting to live her life how she wants to live it, and so that's definitely a relatable topic for sure for a lot of people.
Yeah. It's like who you are is against the law. Yeah. Still have some
for
problems
sure.
with that. I have to just add that was all women musicians, engineers. That was a whole women-made production. And if you look on my website, look for the Night Rainbow Project. Has all the credits and everything, all the people who played on and produced that.
So
Well, that's
definitely
so great.
that was a great effort, and that's definitely some powerful messages. And as Irvin just said earlier, definitely anytime that we can find ways to address issues